friends, how are you? I hope that you are all absolutely wonderful. I think we are at the 6th check-in. Can you believe I've been at this for 6 weeks? I kind of believe it, but I am so thankful that you all are here. Words are hard today. And we are to the double digits of subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you for taking this journey with me. I cannot even tell you how much that means to me. Make sure that you like and subscribe, but even more, I would love to hear what you guys are working on, or like if you have any comments on the things that I am talking about. I would much rather prefer to hear from you than all of the rest. That would be phenomenal. But I have some things to show you. I am almost finished with this sweater, and I'm only laughing because if you remember, like, this little top part was crochet, and then the rest was supposed to be knit. And it didn't go. It didn't go. I tried to knit, and if you watch that tutorial, she makes it look like the easiest thing in the world. Now, if you are a knitter, you tell me like any tips or tricks, but I did like 5 rows. So this is where the crochet part stopped, right up here. And then I did like 5 rows of knitting, and it looked like maybe 2. Now, I will admit that maybe my tension was a little tight, considering I didn't really know what I was doing, and I was hoping that I was like, doing it right. But then I thought, this is not going. So I ripped it all out, and then I just ended up doing like a combination of single crochets, half double crochets, and double crochets. Now, I will tell you that the first row that I did was half double crochets, and it took all of the yarn that I had ripped out of the 5 rows of knitting. So, like I said, I very well could have like had really tight tension, I will admit, but I felt like, since I wanted her to have this for Easter and I was on a time constraint, that maybe I should try another project as my first knitting project. And so this is where I got to. I still need to finish the sleeves, and then I'm gonna do some buttons. So I think I'm gonna try and find like little white pearl buttons and do just a couple at the top. And then for the buttons down here, I'm gonna just do clear because I want them to kind of blend in. And I did do a little V at the bottom. I'll hold it up to kind of match with the V's that we did at the top, so it doesn't close all the way. But let me show you. See, here's her dress, and I was really wondering how this was gonna go with this little dress, but I think it's gonna be perfect. Okay, pretend like this has sleeves. We're gonna use our imaginations, but look at it. Isn't that so cute? I think it's perfect. I don't hate it. And so we're going to go with that. We're going to call that a win. And I've decided that I kind of look at crocheting like cooking. You may have a pattern. It's kind of like a recipe, and it's more like a guideline. And then you end up like putting in a little more of this and taking out all or some of this. And so isn't that like the best part of having something handmade? Like every one of my projects is a unique piece, because I can't tell you exactly what I did or where. I just know that I kept going until it felt right. Now, I did end up going around the edging, and I did put in like some little places for buttonholes, but then I also don't think I really need to put in all those, because you can't really tell Can you? Yeah, I guess maybe a little, maybe no. I like up here, obviously, but I think the further down, because the button area stops like right here, because that's where it V's out. But there's the sweater, and this was made with this yarn that I got from Knit Crate, and it is 100% organic Pima cotton. It's a DK weight, and each of these skeins was 275 yards. Now I did use all of one and ended up needing to use some of the other. I haven't done the sleeves yet, so I was kind of surprised by how much yarn this actually took up. And I don't normally use DK weight, but I actually kind of really like it. So I am calling this a win. I'm going to try and get this finished so I can get it sent out. If I have sent it before our next check-in, I will make sure that I get a picture so that you can see the final project. And then hopefully we can get a picture of her in her dress and her sweater. But that was the first one. Like I said, we're going to have to like wait for our knitting opportunity. But then the next one, my eggs. Look how cute they are. Okay, so I have to admit, like, now I feel like all this pressure to do all of these projects because I have all these projects planned now, but we need to remember to be kind with ourselves so that this is supposed to be something that's enjoyable, right? So we're going to focus on the things we can do and not worry about the rest. So I am not going to like stress out this next week so much. I was trying to get all these little eggs done so that I could get them into baskets and get them sent to my kids. And so I will probably do that, but then I'm not going to like worry a whole lot about like getting everything completed. Do you do this to yourself? You know, the whole point of this was for me to be able to use my stash. And instead I'm like, I have all these projects, I gotta hurry and get them done. And we need to just like take a breath. Me is who I mean when I say we. So just so you know. But I did get one of the bows made and put on, and how adorable is this? I am in love. Like, this is so perfect. Now, I did do a slightly smaller size. I left my string because I haven't closed it off yet because I was trying to decide. But I did do a slightly smaller size because I was thinking maybe, okay, so these are for my big kids, like my adult kids. And then these are for the grandkids, right? So for the little kids. And then I was thinking of Mateo and his little tiny fatty baby hands. And so I did this little tiny size because I thought maybe this might be easier for his little hand. And I also did not stuff it as much. So at first I was thinking it needed way more stuffing, but I think like the squishier it is, the easier it'll be for him to hold. So that's what I did. And what I ended up doing was I thought that maybe to give it more of a point, I should make this, the magic ring, smaller. So on these, it's 8. And on this one, I did 6. And so then as I went down, I increased the same as what the pattern had said. I just skipped the last one. So that was actually pretty easy. And then on this one, I did 5. And then instead of like doubling up or in the middle of here, you do like 5 rows, I only did 3. So I like just shrunk it down. But I mean, again, you can decide and make this any way that you want it to be because it's yours. That's the whole point of like doing all these things, right? So that way it's catered exactly to what you want to do. But I am actually really enjoying these eggs. I ended up just doing a whole bunch of them to about this point. I'll show you. So it's like all the way down to where I still have enough room that I can stuff. And this is the bigger size, and then this one is the slightly the smaller size, the one with the 6 inch, no, the 6 count in the magic ring. So like just all the way down. So really all I'm doing is the last couple of rows to close it up. And then I just get a whole bunch of them, like all to this point. Look, they look so much more egg-like in this stage. I'll fold it over. But I get them to this point and then I just stuff them all and then I close them all. So it made it go a whole lot faster as I was doing that. But that is where I am. If this is something that you're wanting to do, you still have plenty of time before Easter. And this is like the perfect thing for you to have for your little spring decorations. And I really like all of these colors. Like I just went into my stash and tried to find any like pastel like colors, and I think it turned out perfect. I am super excited by that. So that's what I have for the end of this week. And then next week I will show you where I am on my mental health blanket, because I will be at 1/4 of the way through the year. So I will have a really good idea of what my finished size was. I'm just trying to make sure I don't have anything else that I was supposed to be showing you, but yeah, so that's where we are. And are you loving the sunshine? Please tell me that everyone has sunshine now. We've had so much rain here, and I know in the Midwest they just got some more snow, but it's so funny because it still makes it okay when the sun shines out. But I hope that you all are doing great. Remember that you are wonderful. And please remember to like, subscribe, but most importantly, comment. And I will see you guys all next week. Bye.